Alright, hello there everyone. This is going to be a game from a tournament filmed on I think it was this, oh god, it was a few days ago now. It was last Thursday. Yeah, 14th of May. This is going to be a game between Edward Kim and the Foundry, not exactly two identities you see. Today I've got with me Adrian, who also played in the tournament, although isn't featured.
Hello, Adrian here.
Yeah, so Adrian will be providing some analysis, something I don't do very well. Okay, so when you look at this, what do you think of the matchup?
What do I think of the matchup?
Yeah, what do you think of the matchup?
Uh, the initial ID matchup is a little favourable to next Foundry, I would think, because they tend to want to put down a lot of ice early, and they want people to run early and res all their ice. And Edward Kim, one of his best abilities is that he can apply pressure everywhere, forcing people to res ice everywhere. So
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's just been panned out by the fact that Desperado's been dropped on turn one by Edward Kim. So that's not, yeah.
yeah, and the data socket.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I think he even ran archives just to get a credit and a token. So
It's probably already a little worried about Grail Ice or something.
yeah, I mean, you got to expect something's up when you see the Foundry. Like, you're not exactly expecting a normal deck.
They're going to be exploiting that for some kind of tricky ice. They nearly always want to start resing ice ASAP.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm seeing a next sweep coming here. Also, because I might know the deck, but but I mean, when you see
Yes,
when you see the
slightly.
Foundry these days, post next goal, like you've got to expect next, right?
Yeah, you really do. Next gold, I haven't got to kill anyone with it yet, but I'm looking forward to that moment.
All right, so Foundry, being piloted by an Alex, is getting off to a good start with a bunch of cash, a couple of ice. Edward
Right.
Kim also to a good start, getting his Desperado, probably only one or two of copies of. Hacktivist Meeting, Data Sucker, relatively strong.
See if that hacktivist meeting has any relevance in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a really, really strong card as of recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, especially in the meta at the moment with there being so many non-ice cards that you want to have. I mean, even like just most recently, the Blacklist that got released.
True. Interesting. I see he's already played and I've had worse.
Yeah, I mean,
Just it is feeling a bit of pressure because I would want to hold on to that against next Foundry. They're pretty happy to kill the runner.
yeah, I mean, I guess maybe he was just expecting to get another one later. Maybe he just wanted to kind of come out of the gates looking for something in particular, maybe.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of money there.
No, that's not a lot of money, and also he's decided to. Foundry's decided to ice off all the servers, so no more free Desperado and Data Sucker credits and tokens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens there. Mimic's been dropped, so that might alleviate some pressure. However, the pressure's back up because he has 0 credits.
And if there is any Grail on here, like I suspect, and the court player is probably fearing, then Mimic alone is not going to get him too far.
Sure. Alright, so an interesting use of influence by Sweeps Week. I've never been convinced at a Sweeps Week splash. I don't know, it's just 2 influence just seems really, I don't know, a lot for a small economy card.
Well, it's a very flexible economy card because you can play it off 1 credit, and
Yeah,
people.
I mean that's always nice.
But yeah, I would only bring it in if I really wanted event econ and I had influence that I didn't need elsewhere.
Yeah, I mean, because I mean in Foundry you've always got the, you know, the campaigns, and then even just like you can go for pad campaigns, you know, all that kind of thing instead of sweeps. But it seems reasonable though. It seems reasonable.
We've got the first run. Is
Yeah,
this?
yeah. I
Oh,
think this
first
is.
real
I
run.
think this is the first run, and there's no res. It's
Maybe
just,
Ice Res. Wow.
I think I saw a Mother Goddess off the top, but I'm not sure about that. So I think we're seeing next here.
I'm a little surprised that there was no res there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's there that could precipitate a no res.
Yeah, Desperado, Data Sucker, and Edward Kim's ability. I would have thought that's plenty of R&D pressure.
Yeah. Ah, there we go. There's the next bronze. So okay.
Yeah, alright.
Now we're getting somewhere, and he's going to trigger the Foundry. Okay, that's also might be another reason not to res, is because the Foundry only triggers that first time. You know,
Yes.
he's trying to get that specific thing. Like, the only thing I can think of is maybe it's like a next gold over R&D. Maybe he didn't want to spend all 8 of his credits, you know, just kind of burning everything off.
Or even he had a feeling more runs were to come, and he wanted to go and find a next.
Yeah.
And that one's not next. A risky play, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I guess also it could be an agenda density thing. I know Alex is fond of the low agenda density, so he's probably done the math. Maybe has a couple in hand, knows the chances of reload. I don't know. I can see a few reasons not to res, but
Maybe it was just something that Mimic could just tear its way straight through.
yeah, that's also true. By the same token, he was only on 1 credit, so I would kind of be happy to see him burn it.
Yeah, same.
Anyway, Corp's turn at the moment. Got to think about this one.
Yeah.
Clearly is. I mean, hacktivist meeting really changes things up. Like, usually you'd just be like, yeah, let's put an Adonis campaign down. Yeah, I'll res that next turn. But now suddenly it becomes a whole different ballgame when you might have to toss an agenda into the trash, or, you know, toss that Jackson into the trash, or something really important. It really changes up the landscape.
Maybe he was going for an agenda score in the end there to break that activist meeting.
Potentially, we'll have to see what comes of that. With 4 data sucker tokens, I'd also be really scared of Edward Kim just saying, "Yep, Parasite," and just blowing something up really badly, because I mean he's an anarch, so I can't imagine him not running Parasites.
Did he just say he was running that server? I think he might have.
I think, yeah, I saw a little hand tap, but he might just be saying, "That's a new server, right?" I'm not sure what's going on.
Go on, go for it.
Yeah, come on.
Nothing to lose.
I'm also seeing knights in hand, so if he's really interested in going there, you can just pop a knight down and just go.
No, he doesn't. Oh, I guess
No, he's going. It's just a bronze. And there's the Parasite. I definitely see a Parasite in hand, so he could be going into, like, let's see what it is, then we'll just blow it up.
Got to blow it up. Killing that bronze is his own reward.
Yeah, I mean, against the next suite, if you can just, pardon me, if you can just blow up the entire next suite, which isn't actually that difficult, you just kind of win, right?
Yeah. Okay, we've got a cut. And now, yeah, here we go.
It's like I'm seeing the Parasite, but he's just holding a sec. Hang on, should I do it? Should I? No, he's doing it. Yeah, okay, that seems pretty reasonable.
And he'll run it. Yeah. 2 suckers, and he'll be in. Yeah. Very nice.
Now, no money though, so if this is an asset, he's going to get pretty stymied. Yeah, it's Eliza's toolbox.
Oh, ouch. Well, it wasn't an agenda, so his activist meeting continues.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is even though there's not an agenda, you still, I'd say you've completed an objective. You're starting to shut down that next suite, which is so huge. I mean, silver's like, okay, it gets a bit more strength, but sorry, bronze is just, oh, it gets more strength, but silver's where I think it really taxes out. I read a comment recently, quote, "The only reason I run the next suite is to tax out Lady," which is an interesting comment.
But I can see it. As soon as you get that next silver up to 3 subs, that is a real nuisance to break with Lady.
Yeah, and then suddenly you say, "I'm an anarch, here's a Parasite, I've got Grimoire out, I'm just going to blow it up immediately, I'm just going to throw Parasites out on this. Oh, let's put down a clone chip, there goes another one." It's, honestly, that's why I stopped running the next suite. It's like you see 2 Parasites on the other side of the table and you just kind of give up. Anyway, so looks like Corp just took some money there. He's still, I mean, that's the thing with this hacktivist meeting, it's still a really, really delicate position. So he's going to run the R&D again. Will he res it this time? It looks like
He's thinking about it.
he is thinking about it. It's
Go on.
He's
letting Edward.
No, I'm thinking, oh my god, he's going to flip it. No, he's not going to flip it. Oh, he steals the agenda off the top. Should have resed. I'm absolutely convinced that's a next gold or something big. something really big. But
We
he's,
have seen the Eliza's toy box,
yeah.
haven't we? So there must be some big ice lurking.
Also, Edward Kim, not very happy. He hasn't had many things to smash up as of yet. So
Yeah, that's right. I haven't. When I first started playing him, I was like, I'm never trashing any operations. This sucks. It took me a while to realize I wasn't trashing operations because the court was feeling the pressure and had to res all their ice all the time, which was its own benefit. But still, I wanted to smash operations.
yeah, I know. It just feels so redundant when you're sitting there and it's just my ID is blank. It's
Mm,
one of the reasons why I've gone off favor of Next Design. I was running Next Design for a while, and you sit there and you're just like you're playing a game where your ID is blank. I want to do something.
yeah.
Another res on R&D.
This
Looks like
is,
it's he's going to trash the peak efficiency.
yeah. Edward Kim
Edward
gets.
Kim finally. We talk about smashing things and suddenly something happens.
He's got to res that ice. Come
Where's
on.
the ice?
How many agendas are you going to get? How many accesses are you going to give up? Well,
I
he's
mean,
going for something on the remote there, isn't he? Too advanced.
yeah, that is interesting. I guess he's relatively convinced he's safe. I wouldn't be. Um, I wouldn't think I was safe at all, but I don't
What's
know.
the
It looks
because
like
we know Kim's got that knight.
yeah. I'm honestly yeah, and he scores out a prior rec. Where's your curtain? Jesus.
There's a curtain wall.
There's a curtain wall. Okay, and hacktivist meeting also implodes, which is not.
Just, I thought that was almost a misplay by Edward Kim. I just can't understand why he didn't run that ice. I guess he was scared of something else.
Yeah, I mean, amusingly enough, he could have just run and actually got through it at no cost at all.
Yeah.
I'm I'm legitimately surprised he didn't go for it. I guess he thought maybe it was just a trap. That's the only thing I can think of. Also, maybe the fact that he didn't have any money. Not sure. Maybe warded him off. But
Yeah, he was
yeah,
broke. And ice. Oh, yeah.
but yeah, it looks like I can't see. I
Next,
can't
next
see.
ice is always scary.
Yeah, Alex enjoys the 5 credit columns, but I can't see all his columns. I'm not sure whether there are any off screen, but I think he would have just been able to get through, and he just would have had to say no res, and he would have got through.
It's easy for us to say in hindsight, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it is, but
The activist meeting is down, though. And
yeah, that's always.
the accesses keep heading. Oh, the hemorrhage is out.
Yeah, I was about to start making comments. This is because we've both seen this deck. We didn't really want to give it away because he's been running this fancy little thing where he puts multiple hemorrhages down and then he, well, makes many runs,
Yes.
and it's very effective. I mean, what have your experiences been?
Against this deck,
Yeah,
I usually try and isolate all my servers so that the runs aren't free, and then I cannot install unprotected remotes at all, no matter what. And then you just got to try and scroll as fast as you can. Even then, I mean, once you got all that, you'll probably be okay, but it's a lot of pressure. You've got to adjust dramatically, otherwise it'll just run all over you and mill you out in no time.
yeah. I also feel like decks like these are the reasons why people run that one of like cyber decks.
Yes.
They slap like the virus suite's so huge, and the fact it triggers from archives, like this kind of deck. Oh yeah, trash your entire hand. I go to archives. Well, you get 2 points, but I'm also going to clear those tokens. It's
Mm.
it's a relatively decent counter. Okay, so we do see one unprotected remote still, which is the Eliza's toy box. But he's probably just doing it for hemorrhage tokens and money. Like, it's with the Desperado out, you're leveraging every run. It's really good.
Yeah, it's nicely designed deck. A lot of synergy there.
I mean, the only thing we aren't seeing is like security testing in John Massinori, although that might be a little overkill.
Yeah. Just he just needs that second hemorrhage out, doesn't he? As soon as he's got that online, it starts to really get scary.
Yeah, no, definitely. So, okay, so again, just exactly what we said. So he's iced up the toy box. I'm not sure if we're going to see much use out of it, though. There's also an upgrade on R&D. I'm not... Actually, I am sure of what it is, but but I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
Yeah, I played...
It's not too bad.
Yeah, this... Alright, so Silver's rezzed over archives. I guess he's either afraid of what's in there or just wants to not have tokens. Also, he gets a shuffle out. and another silver.
He's,
So.
he's tweaked about the hemorrhage.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, at this point, I'd just start running R&D. His prevalence to not res has been rather high, so
Hmm.
I don't know. Keep giving it a go, but I guess the only problem is with that many tokens. I mean, is Alex tempted to start purging soon?
Yeah, it'd be worth considering. My bet that next two is going to go over R&D because whatever that other ass on R&D is, he really doesn't want to res it.
Yeah. There's another one on R&D. Let's see if that holds true.
Oh.
I think he's only got about 4 credits. It's either going to be 4 or 9. Yep, so he's going to access the upgrade, and it's... Nope, sorry, he's accessing off the top first. Steals the domestic sleepers, and it is a... I could not see what that was over R&D. I'll have to check in post.
Yeah, I couldn't see
Oh,
that.
the twins. Looks like the twins. So yeah, so it was the twins over R&D. As
Trash
suspected.
that, right? Yeah, you got to trash the twins.
Yeah, you gotta trash the twins. Like, not
Maybe
trashing the twins is how you accidentally lose.
maybe that ISO of R&D is a Janus or something.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's Janus. I think it's next gold. I think it's something rather large. I guess Alex was just kind of hoping that he wouldn't run R&D for a while, so he could get the money in the next to res the gold. And but I don't know. It's not. Yeah.
Maybe he is gambling with those R&D accesses to get the runner um, off guard and just assuming that arse will never res, so he can eventually smash into it. But
Yeah, that'll. Right, it's certainly what I'd do.
there's giving out with some more ice on.
Yeah. So he's trying to stop bleeding the hemorrhage tokens.
Yeah, that's two cards trashed out of HQ that it's ready to do now.
Yeah. The only thing about hemorrhage that I've never liked is it's the corpse choice. So if you can't get lots and lots of tokens, it's just, oh, I never really cared about this card anyway. I never really cared about this card anyway, and you start throwing things. But
Yeah.
but like a deck like
if it was random, it would be insanely strong.
yeah, but a deck like Steve's where it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna just trash a few of my tokens, just toss your entire hand, please. That's where it gets really strong. That's where it gets insanely strong.
Yeah. The other little synergy that he's got going here with Hacktivist Meeting is Hacktivist Meeting is not something that you do after resing the card, the non-ice card. It's a cost. So if you
Yes.
don't cards in the HQ, you may not res non-ice cards, which is very strong.
Yeah, I mean you've got to start leveraging those timing windows to res your Jackson before the last card is hemorrhaged.
That's right. So we've got two
Otherwise,
silver and bronze now.
yeah. And I mean the silver was over the toy box. I mean I guess at this point Steve's just running to say, no, you're not allowed to have money. But by the same token, all of those silvers being rezzed is I've got to take the assumption he's looking for a parasite at this point.
Yeah, Parasite would be the perfect thing.
So as another note, Steve's also dropped Dyson Mem chip, which indicates to me that Underworld Context or something similar is coming soon. I mean, I'd say the Cloud Suite, but probably not.
Yeah, it is curious. I can't guess offhand what he's going for there.
Yeah, I'm taking a guess at Underworld Context, mainly also because it's a thing he does.
Yeah, it's popular with quite a few of the Adelaide players, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's that. So yeah, he has put a bronze over R&D, so he's finally stopped hemorrhaging runs all over the place. Oh, the puns. Oh god.
He just really badly needs some kind of money card now.
There we go. So
Yeah.
yeah, Underworld Contacts, and he'll probably have more of those in hand. I used to like Underworld Contacts a lot, and I just stopped caring about that whole thing. It's just too much setup. And then it's like, well, I'll just run it out of Andromeda, and then I was running Andromeda, and I got bored.
Maybe it's time's coming back around, because like you, I went off it for a while, but the game's slowing back down.
Yeah.
Games are where it's good.
Yeah.
This time could be coming again.
Yeah, it was actually amusing at this particular tournament. There was this kind of 50-50 split between corps that were really really fast and corps that were really really slow.
Mm. Seems to be the way to go these days.
Yeah,
Well,
it doesn't. There
yeah.
didn't. Yeah, there didn't really seem to be a middle ground. Like I've always played the kind of middle ground corp. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just actually a bad player. Like I should
I
just be
enjoy.
going really really slow or really really fast. But
I really enjoy the middle speed decks as well. They're a lot of fun. But,
yeah, no, these days that you definitely want to either be going. Yeah.
but you're right. Second underworld contacts already.
Yeah. So the drip economy is going to be strong now. I don't think Alex can leverage the fact that there is no money on the runner side anymore.
Well, in a few turns maybe. He's still broke.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But for the moment, I think just for a couple more turns, Alex has got a really, really big advantage.
Ooh,
Because
it's
I
got
mean,
the front of the curtain wall.
yeah, no, actually, I think that's quite reasonable. Because just to make sure he doesn't get scummed out like an inside job or something really weird. Because we haven't seen much influence out of Edward Kim yet. I mean, we've seen a Desperado, so we can assume there might be another copy. But I think that's actually been it.
Mm.
So
Currently, Edward Kim is locked out of every server right now.
yeah,
All
it's
code gates, and he does not have the right breaker for that.
so just for the moment, it's not looking good for our heroes. But again, with those 2 credits coming in, he can maybe give up a couple of turns just to rebuild and kind of power through into the late game.
Yeah, for sure. The court needs to get scoring right now because things are going to sway back to Edward Kim real soon with just 1 or 2 burst econ plus breaker or 2.
So it looks like he put a Parasite or a Knight, I think it was a Parasite, onto the next Silver over Archives. And burns it out a sucker token to get rid of it. Yeah, it was a Parasite. And
Yep.
he also dirty laundried in, so that also boosts his economy quite a nice little bit.
Yeah, there we go. That's that burst econ.
He's also going to get a look at what's in Archives.
Plus 3 and then 1 for the Desperado. And he's got a.
And he gets the Data Sucker token back, and he gets the Hemorrhage token. Oh, it's not looking good now. Now the Hemorrhage starts coming up. So it looks like that was a Turing and I have no idea what that card is that we just saw. I think it's... No, I'm not even... I think it's a tech starter. But for
Yeah,
some reason it was installed as an upgrade over Army. I think that was just a mistake. Alright, so he's gonna...
Yeah.
He's going to toy box out the Wotan over what could best be described as his scoring server. So, toy box getting a reasonable amount of use out of it. I think that's credit positive, and it's still there. So,
What was it? He just took us to Wotan.
yeah, he just
Oh,
yeah.
gee.
So he's definitely hoping that that's going to do something for him. Now it looks like the hemorrhages are going to
Yeah.
fire off. So it's 3 cards, I think.
And then he'll run Archives, I guess.
I presume. I mean, with 1 click left, I can't imagine Alex throwing any agendas, or at least not domestic sleepers agendas.
He hasn't scored for a long time.
Yeah.
3
Nope.
cards out.
Looks like he hasn't gone for Archives.
Wow. There's a Jackson Howard, so
Yeah, it's...
it'll be futile anyway. What he needs right now is a Hades shot.
Yeah, that would be pretty strong. And he'll have the money for it. Yeah, the Underworld Contacts, he's just playing that really slow game. The Underworld Contacts are starting to really pay off.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, as a corp, what do you do here as the corp? I mean, I guess you got to leverage the fact that your scoring serve is relatively safe, at least for a while. Just try to get out.
Yeah, I would. If I had an agenda in hand right now, I would be throwing it in that remote because I do not see how Edward King would be getting in there. I mean, he could be holding back breakers, I guess, but
Yeah. There's a second hemorrhage.
Oh, he's gonna. Second hemorrhage. Now it's.
I mean, I see a Corroder in hand, so it's not impossible for him to get into these silvered servers. I mean, we've seen that Knight for about forever. So,
even in the scoring server, Wotan's a barrier, isn't he?
Wotan's a barrier, yeah. But he's also 10 strength, so...
His data sucker tokens will help though.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of those.
Yeah. Plus, he's weakened that curtain wall with the Wotan. I reckon Kim could break that server right now.
Yeah.
He's tipped his hand.
Yeah.
Down. Guess he got sick of waiting for an agenda to
Yeah.
go. Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a slow mid game here. Not really much is gonna go on. Just
What was that, a virus clear? It was a
I
big
think
fight.
it was a purge, yeah.
Yep. There we go.
So I guess he's a bit.
By the court. Maybe he's preparing to try and score next turn.
Yeah, I mean, what effectively he did was he traded 3 clicks in for his, I mean, however many data sucker tokens in dollars.
10 odd.
Yeah, so I mean,
Strong.
3 clicks to deny the run of $10. Sure.
Plus potentially something like burning down a Wotan with a parasite.
Yeah.
Pretty big deal. You don't want to be doing that.
Oh yeah. So
Well,
he's gonna get into archives,
and now the virus counters start counting back up.
and with the 2 hemorrhages,
Yeah, look out.
this is where we find out he actually does have a Cyberdeck suite in the archives. Well, please do. That would be absolutely fantastic.
It's got to be Jackson time.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Jacksons are getting stretched in.
He's Jacksoning out, but he's actually taking from his not hidden. So he's grabbing the silver back,
Yeah,
and no, he's taking three already visible ones. Next silver, next bronze, and a hedge. I can see that being pretty reasonable.
yeah.
And if he's got the third, alright. So he tossed. I think it was a tech startup, a Janus, a corporate troubleshooter, a Wotan, and an Eli. So nothing too inflammatory.
Second Wotan, no use there.
Yeah. Oh, actually no. But that's the thing. He's got the twins.
Well, that's true. But, well, it's Wotan though. Who cares about
True.
second Wotan? Just end the run. I guess it would keep us up something safe.
Yeah, I mean, if he's going to try score out a 3-pointer or something, yeah.
Which he really needs to do.
Yeah, I think he needs to start scoring something. I mean, this is actually not the time anymore. Edward Kim's economy's kind of burst back up again, so... So it's going to be an install credit from the Corp.
He's throwing down the gauntlet. Are you gonna
Yeah.
spend all your money running this just to see whatever junk I put in here, or maybe it's a 3-2?
Yeah, so he's actually just going to run archives.
Kim's not having any of it.
Yeah, no.
Interesting thing about all these archives runs is every time he does that on his first click, that turns off Edward Kim's ability if there's any operations.
And we know there are some. Actually, no, there might not be anymore because he's been Jacksoning back in a few. So he's going to have a Mother Goddess. Going to break it with the Corroder. Oh no, sorry, looks like he broke it with the Mimic and a Data Sucker token. It
Yes.
shouldn't be a thing. So I'm pretty sure it was the Corroder. Because there are no sentries on the field.
I'm feeling a hemorrhage.
Yeah, that hemorrhage is... Yeah, hemorrhage is getting pretty big.
If the Corp doesn't purge next turn, he's going to lose his whole HQ.
Corp's also only on 2 creds, not the best amount. Second Data Sucker here, going on the Jin.
Where did all those credits go?
Yeah.
Guess
To
he
be
just
honest,
has that many, has he?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't think he really ever had many credits, so... a peak efficiency would be exactly what he's looking for on the draw right now.
Yeah, that'll do it. Plus 5 credits.
So we just had the 4 gig file size limit tick over.
It's pretty smooth.
Yeah, actually, I don't mind how it actually does. It's pretty quick. So it looks like he's going to have to
Yep.
toss HQ.
4 card purge. 4 cards out. It's
Yeah.
fairly random. It's not even, is it? I think he's thrown one and he's got three left, so he's just going to lose his whole HQ. This could be it.
Yeah,
No.
no, I think it was all but one. And then he's going to draw for his turn. Draws for one as well, so he's looking for something. I'm not sure what it is, but he's looking for something.
Maybe some ice for that archives. Or
Yeah. And his last click. I mean, the thing is, he knows what's on Arc. There's the peak efficiency.
There we go.
So he's back in the money, back in the money.
Not bad. +5. That's good.
Yeah, better than a hedge fund.
Yeah, and off one credit.
And I mean, so he knows what's in archives, and he hasn't iced it, so I'm going to take the assumption that... I think he's breaking it with Mimic, but he can't do that.
Sure he can. Data Cycle Token?
No, but there's no sentries. Oh no, so he does take an agenda that I didn't see.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Okay, so he's taken an agenda I didn't see, so I don't know whether that's points. I can probably figure it out in post, but I'm going to assume it was a domestic sleepers, because he threw it away willingly.
Still, he's lost a few of them. Looks like this deck is going all 3-pointers and domestic sleepers, so
Yeah.
he's got to score one of those out eventually, or he'll be scoring 3 times 3 through.
So he had to toss more cards.
Gee, look at that pile of money on Edward Kim.
Yeah, that's a big... I think, like, all of that is underworld contacts.
Yeah. What's he going to run, though? He just doesn't have a decoder, so he can't get past those bronzes on HQ and R&D.
Yeah, I mean, I can assume he's got some sort of recursion to try and, like, bring back those parasites, but we haven't seen any yet.
He's making a play. 2 and 5 credits. Oh, it's just...
No, I think he's just exchanging.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 MU used out of 6. I mean, he could be using data folding right now. That would have been paying out for the entire game.
So he's cracked the third Jackson out.
That's it. All three Jacksons gone. So next Hemorrhage is going to be deadly.
I'm actually mildly surprised he didn't install over the Elizas. He's not really getting any more use out of it. Like, I feel like the only other real big ice that he's going to take back... sorry, the only other big ice he's going to res now is next gold, really. And you really don't want to be resing that. There's the security testing I was talking about earlier. And he does actually have it in the deck.
Yeah, there we go.
I was just joking about it, though.
He's clearly gone all in on the side benefits of the run to go with Hemorrhage.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's perfectly valid.
Yeah. There's some extreme pressure to purge at this point. If he doesn't, in trouble, and if he does purge, he's in trouble because he's doing it every other turn.
Yeah, I'm still not sure why no one's figured out that he can't actually break that Mother Goddess with a Mimic.
Yes, that is a bit of an oversight.
Something, shame.
Guess they're just assuming the old My Mother Goddess is everything, right?
Yeah, it usually is, right? Alright, so it's going to be sec testing on the archives.
Which he has put a second ice on, probably the best possible play to shut down this.
And it's that bronzy shuffle back in earlier.
That's going to shut him down for a while. Now we've got 5 next ice.
Yeah, looks like 5, yeah.
1 silver, Mother Goddess, and 3 next.
So next gold also isn't looking too. There's the third underworld contacts as well. That's really going to shore up the economy. Also, Steve's done. He's done it again. He's put his agendas off the side of the bloody camera.
Yes, he has. I'm pretty sure he's just still on 2 domestic sleepers. And he's got 3 underworld contacts going now. 21 credits.
Okay, so Corp fast advances out of domestic sleepers.
Uh-oh.
I mean, what does that? I mean, does that indicate you got an archer or something? Like,
I think he's just gonna That means he's got two. He's got 3 pointers and that.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, we've seen some ABTs from earlier, so
over on Edward Kim's side, he pretty much has to treat any install advance as almost game point.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So he's digging for something at the moment. Actually, I think I also see a David in hand, so that can be an answer for the curtain wall.
Mm.
And a knight's also going down.
Got a knight. Yeah.
So I mean, you could also as a David, you can actually just use David on Wotan and then like pay the 3 credits or something. Ah, there we go. He's noticed. He knew I was going to have a go at him, so he's brought his agendas back into camera. Oh no, it looks like that second score was actually an ABT, not a domestic sleepers. So he's on 4.
Yeah, that's much better.
It's
He's at a very close position now.
extremely. No, it looks like it's going to be a purge though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think that was worth purging. There were a lot of data suckers. There were a decent amount of hemorrhages, so.
Mm.
And getting more is actually going to be a little tricky now, just because of all these next golds. And I mean, does he really want to? Does he really want to sit there and, you know, like put a knight on a next bronze just to get hemorrhage tokens?
I'd think about it. Except
Yeah,
I guess
I actually might think about it as well.
the Mother Goddess as well makes it quite taxing overall.
Yeah. So his player and I have worse. He's really, really digging deep. He is trying to find something. I don't exactly know what it is. I'm assuming it's a decoder. But he's digging extremely deep.
What if he's running Wanton Destruction in this deck? I guess it's kind of redundant. With all the
Yeah.
other cards. Yeah, he's setting up for a score.
And remember I was making that joke earlier about him having John Masanori? He also has John Masanori. So yeah, he's absolutely all in. With those runs.
John Masanori is a great one-off. Early game is dangerous, late game is just great.
So if the third I've had worse going down, again, you know, I've said this like 3 times now, he's digging so deep.
What's he got, 2 cards left in those R&D?
Yeah, something like that. There are not many cards left. I think he's finally found it. He's got a Yogg.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's there's so many. It's off the table. I mean, it's just got so many programs down at the moment.
Yeah, put all the breakers together. And all the other crazy stuff on the side.
Alright, so he's got to consider making a run eventually, right? Okay, so it's going to be the next bronze. It's on 5. How does he break that?
Yeah, I don't see him getting past that.
I mean, he's got the knight, so he's going to run HQ. No, he's just checking HQ.
Dropping a parasite on one of those wouldn't be a bad idea, even if it doesn't kill it, but just keeps bringing it down.
Yeah, also increases the threat to purge. Also, as a matter of principle, just looking at the corpse deck, it's not that fat anymore.
Mm.
But he's going to install advance credit? No, sweeps week.
Sweeps week.
Yep, so there's that sweeps week doing value again. So it looks like he had 2 copies in the deck. So.
Yeah.
Now, and you've got to be really threatened by this remote here, right? You have to be threatened.
Interesting, it was only a single advance though.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's in there.
I'm not quite sure what that would mean. I guess he has got 3 2s in there as well, so maybe it's just an APD or something. Or an ambush of some sort.
Alright, so he's going to make a run at it.
Oh, knight! That is...
Knight's the curtain wall. What's up the top?
I'm surprised by that.
Oh god. Oh, he's just lost. Oh no.
He's got no data cycle tokens, does he?
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, so that's what, 6 damage?
That's game.
Yep. Boom. Just like that.
And there it is, yeah, next gold.
That's how next goal does it. Impressed that he pulled that off. Data suckers everywhere. A single counter would have been enough to just ignore that next
Yeah,
goal.
I mean that was a solid purge. Like, I mean, I think purging, the continuous purge is knowing he's got that next gold there, and knowing that he was going to have a real big trouble getting into any central and it was a next gold over R&D.
Guess he was just waiting for the right moment the whole time.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely not an ideal early draw, that next goal.
Alright. So yeah, so that's it. That's what happens when you run into a next goal face on. It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. So that was game one of round one of Swiss. We won't be bringing you round two because it. Sorry, we won't be bringing you game two of this round because it went to time, and that's really dull. So hopefully we'll be coming at you with game one of round two very soon. And I'd like to thank Adrian for joining me on this little commentary jaunt.
No worries. Enjoyed it.
It's a good experience. So again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you around with more Netrunner.
See ya.